bribing companies $10,000 to stop using physical cash. John, this digital transition is unstoppable. You see, there's over $40 trillion in cash circulating around the world right now. Little does anyone know, we are on the verge of a financial shock that could soon replace all that physical cash in the world with a digital counterpart.
Like cryptocurrency?
Yeah, it's essentially the government's version of cryptocurrency because they know the global digital transition is here to stay, and this is their big move. Why? Well, because cryptocurrencies pose a direct threat to the Fed's money monopoly. So they have no choice. It's innovate or die. And I fear that their next innovation will ratchet financial suffering and inequality to levels never seen before. CNBC says Wall Street banks brace for digital dollars as next big disruptive force. A major move to introduce central bank digital currencies could actually disrupt the financial system. And Forbes confirms this, saying a cashless society is imminent. And the International Monetary Fund, who I have personally met with, says this is the future of money.
Gosh, just think about those words. Slow that down. The future of money? How does this affect us, Nomi? I mean, are you implying this is a new secret strategy the Fed could use to transfer even more wealth from the middle class to the top 1%?
Well, you tell me. I mean, this new central bank digital currency could phase out our national banks like Wells Fargo, Bank of America, and more, making a lot of their services obsolete. CNN puts it this way. Digital currencies can be programmed to be spent in a certain way, say for food and medical supplies, but not for cigarettes or alcohol. And there's reason to fear that central bank digital currencies will become a convenient way for authoritarian governments to monitor individual citizen transactions. They're saying the Fed and their digital dollar could actually track every financial move you make and even restrict payments for certain things that they don't want you to buy. This is why former U.S. Representative Dr. Ron Paul says the cashless society is the dream, total knowledge of and control over the finances of every single American.
Wow, that's terrifying. So it could become really a large digital tracking system.
Yeah, quite possibly, yes. USA Today says this will ensure governments track, record, and identify every transaction, causing a reduction of deposits at private banks as individuals transfer their savings directly to the Fed. And John, this is happening much faster than you think. Biden is issuing a new executive order calling for the highest urgency in the U.S. to digitalize the dollar. I don't think people realize how historic this really is.
An executive order on this. So this really is happening as we speak, isn't it?
It is, and it's not just the United States. This is a worldwide thing. MasterCard CEO said that this central bank digital currency is going to replace the world's biggest money transaction system. He added on saying, we've been pushing the war on cash agenda for some time now. So, John, we're talking about a massive $40 trillion digital transfer of wealth being waged on the American people as we speak. But the core point is this. The Federal Reserve has become front page news now. Previously, they've been all cloak and dagger for decades, but now everyone knows that if they continue to print more money, they're going to become enemy number one. And the Fed can't have that. Over the last 2 years alone, the Fed has printed 80% of the dollars in existence today. So their new plan to continue robbing the lower classes is not to print more money, but to lower interest rates below zero. And I know that sounds totally crazy with interest rates rising. But at some point, the Fed's going to reverse course in order to protect the 1% and stave off a depression. This is what they've done in every single major crisis in our lifetime. Every time the market blows up, the Fed ultimately lowers rates and the stock market booms.
Can you open that up just a little bit further, Nomi?
Well, John, we could go on forever about this, but what you really need to know right now is this. The Fed is going to soon use their digital currency to help loan tens of trillions of dollars to Wall Street to continue propping up the stock market for the wealthy. The rich are going to continue to win, and unprepared Americans will be forced to become the new rich or the new poor.
I got to tell you, I'm in a